Hello everybody, what's up? I hope you all been doing good and fine in this hard situation that we've been through right now. And I hope this disaster gonna end very soon. I mean, so the purpose why I make this video is to assign the mid-test project from the speaking class. In this video I'm gonna talk about 4 topics. The first one I'm gonna introduce myself, and second one I'm gonna describe a people. The third one I'm gonna describe an object. The fourth I'm gonna describe places. So let's jump to the first topic. Let me introduce myself. Hello everybody. My name is Ramadhan Disa Naufal. You can call me Ramadhan, Rama, Disa, Naufal, or maybe the nickname that my classmate gave it to me, Larry, whatever. I'm originally come from Surabaya, but I already live here since I was a baby, so it's been a pretty long time. And I'm currently a student at Polytechnic State of Bandung. Bandung State Polytechnic, whatever. I took the asset management major. Why I choose it? It's actually a pretty long story. After I graduated from my high school, the 12th senior high school, Bandung, I'm the class of 2018. I took several tests to some universities like Unpad, UPI, UIN, Telkom, and other, but unfortunately I didn't accept to Unpad and UPI, but I accept at UIN and Polban. So I asked an opinion to people which one that should I choose, and mostly all of them said the Polban is better because it have a better prospect and better job future, especially in my major, asset management, and so that's why I here. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is we are gonna talk about my family. I want to introduce it to all of you. I'm gonna start with my little sister, Davina Disa Agustin. She is currently a student at 51 Junior High School Bandung. This picture of her. She's a little bit annoying to me, but I still love her. And the next one that I want to talk about is my mom. This picture of her. She is a really great woman and really extraordinary woman, because she is a housewife, but she also operates a business, a culinary business at the same time. She has a Japanese culinary restaurant at home. It's like an online restaurant using the service of Goresto and GrabFood. And sometimes I help her in the kitchen, especially in this time when I'm always at home. And she's a really great mom to me. The next one I'm gonna talk about is my dad. This is a picture of him. He is also a great parent. He's a very funny guy. He always tells a joke and lighten up the mood in his family. He's working at Tempo Group in a division of Estee Lauder. Maybe some of you know that the cosmetic product. And he's also a great parent to me. He always motivates and he's always lighten up my mood. He's always give a motivation to me and other. And I think that's all from my family. I really lucky to have them, and I really love them. Okay, and the next thing I want to talk about, maybe I want to talk about my hobby. I have several hobbies like listening to music. I like sleep, and I like to pet fish. Maybe you recognize an aquarium over there. I also like to do some photography. Um, you can check my Instagram. Here is my Instagram, and don't mind to follow me. I will follow you back. In Instagram, there's where I upload my portfolio, my recent work. I uploaded to Instagram. About this hobby, I think I started at junior high school. Yeah, that's the first time I wandered around with my friend to take a photo. And at the time, I used a pocket camera from Sony, a little camera that you can fit in your pocket. And then the high school, my dad bought me DSLR camera. It's Mark Canon 50D Mark 1, but unfortunately, it got stolen when I was in the first semester in college. So I'm currently just using my phone to take a photograph and wandering around with my friend. And I think that's all about me, about introduction of myself. Thanks for listening. So we're gonna move to the next topic. I'm gonna describe people. So let's go. And the second topic, I'm gonna try to describe people. So the people that I'm gonna describe is maybe all of you already know who it is. It's Steve Jobs. He's a founder and he's also a businessman. He's mostly known because he's the founder of Apple Incorporation, and he's also uh, executive chairman in the Disney and Pixar. And I'm gonna try to describe his physical appearance. Okay, he has a white beard and white mustache. He also has a little bit of hair loss in his upper side of his head that makes him a little bit bald there. And about his body, he look like any average American white American old man. He's not too fat. He's not too skinny. He's in the proper shape of his body. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is the thing I like from him. From I know it from his biography book with the self-title of his name is Steve Jobs, written by Walter Isaacson. The thing that I like from him is a really good presenter. Every time he do presentation, it's always a brilliant presentation. It always be in history. Even Bill Gates said he's jealous of his uh, presentation skill. And the next thing that I like from him is a very charismatic guy. He's have that intimidating aura that could intimidate people. Yeah. And next thing I'm gonna talk about is the thing that I didn't like from him. The first one is he's not really too responsible people. Why I said so? Because there is a case in his youngest age that involved him and his ex-girlfriend that where he have child, but he didn't admit that child until they do the DNA test and it proven that it's his child. The next thing that I didn't like from him that he's like to do some narcotic stuff like psychedelic thing like LSD, that maybe make him an arrogant people. He's always angry and he is sometimes very mean to other people, even to his the stuff in Apple. So maybe that's all that I didn't like from him. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is interesting thing that I like from him is his have an evolutionary idea. Every time he's present a product, it always been a new trend in the market. He didn't follow the trend, but he's created the trend itself. Let's say like Macintosh 1, Macintosh 2, Macintosh 3, and then iPod, iPhone, iPad, etc. It's always been a new trend in the market. That's why I like it. His has an evolutionary idea. Okay, that's thing that interesting from him, I think. Next is the summary of this description. Yes, he is a really brilliant guy. He is very evolutionary. He is a great businessman. He is very charismatic, but he's just like any other human on earth. He didn't perfect. He has a bad side from him, like I said before. So I think that's all that I could describe from him. Thanks for listening. Now I'm gonna talk about the next topic is I'm gonna try to describe an object. So let's jump right next to it. So the next thing that I'm gonna talk about is I'm gonna describe an object. So it is. Wait a minute. Is the object that I'm gonna talk about is my notebook. Of course, it's stationary. It's made of plastic, as you can see here, and it's also made of paper inside of it. And the shape of this book is, of course, it's an rectangular, and the dimension of this book, the length is about 20 centimeter, I guess, and the width is about 10 centimeter, I guess. So the large of this book is 200 square centimeter, I think. And the next thing is the function of this book. Of course, is to write thing. I usually bring it to the campus to note the classes that I attend, but I also use it to draw. Here, as you can see here is my drawing and the cover of the book. And what else? The price of this book is about 25,000 rupiah, I guess, when I bought it. And the paper that sell separately, it's about 1,000 rupiah. Within one pack of paper, it's about 50 papers inside of it. I think that's all. What else? Oh, maybe there's some specific thing here, like there's sticker in the cover, and there's also sticker in the back of this book. And also there is my photo to mark this is my book, and maybe you can see here there is my name down there. And I think that's all for the thing that I can describe from this book. The next thing that I'm gonna talk about is I'm gonna talk about places. I'm gonna try to describe it. So let's move. So as you can see here, it's getting darker here. So let's start with the last topic. I'm gonna describe places. The first places I'm gonna describe is my hometown, Surabaya. Like I said before, I come from Surabaya. So Surabaya is located in the eastern side of Java. It's East Java. It's a really modern city, like any other big city in Indonesia, like Jakarta, Medan, Bandung. But I think it's modern there in Surabaya than here in Bandung. What else? There is something that make this city famous, like the monument. There's a lot of iconic monument there, like uh, submarine monument. There is Sura and Baya monument. There is Bambu Runcing monument, Heroes monument, etc. Also, the thing that famous for the city, maybe the governor, Mrs. Risma. She has a lot of contribution for that city. Is She is a really great governor. The Surabaya is better because of her. Yes, and also Surabaya has a really good infrastructure. That's also because of her. And what else? Maybe the things or the fun thing you can do there. You can do some culinary tourism there. There's a lot of variation of food, or really good food, and also there's religion tourism like Sunan Ampel. If you wanna go to the Sunan Ampel tomb, it is located in Surabaya and it's quite famous. And there's also beach there. It's Kenjeran Beach. It's a really nice place to watch the sunset in the evening, to enjoy and chill. What else? The weather of this city is really hot there. It's like as hell. It's hot as hell. It's not like here. The Bandung is better. Even though Bandung is a little bit hot right now, more hotter than years before, but in Surabaya it's really hot than here. It's like Jakarta, but more hot than that, I think. And that's about the weather. What else? The people they're actually they're quite friendly, even though it's not that friendly as here. There's sometimes harsh to other, like Jakarta people. They always sound their horns in the street. It's always be noisy in the street, and there's always say something out loud. They didn't say it calmly like most people here in Bandung. And there's also Jamet. You guys said it's Jamet. There's a guy, people that really harsh, and I didn't quite like people like that. There's a lot of people like that in Surabaya. So, what else? I think that's all that I can describe from the city. Wait, I think there's another thing I can describe about the transportation. The transportation there is quite familiar. Like here in Bandung, there's a lot of online transportation you can order, and the prices is not too expensive or too cheap. It's quite familiar, like here in Bandung. And I think that's all that I can describe from Surabaya. So I'm gonna describe the second place is the place that I really want to go so bad. It's Iceland. Why I really want to go there? Because as you know, it's a really beautiful place. There's no other place on earth that is good and as beautiful as Iceland. I mean, like the mountain, the hills, the lake, the waterfall, the beaches, the forest. It's really beautiful there. There's a lot of beautiful famous places there, like a Blue Lagoon. There's uh, Zarksen waterfall. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the name of the place of Iceland because it's really hard. Maybe you can search it up in the Google for the beautiful place and a famous place in Iceland. And I heard that the people from the Iceland is really uh, friendly people. I know it's Indonesia have a lot of friendly people, but what I have researched, like in a movie or maybe in a documentary, in a YouTube video, it's like everything is so chill, it's so peaceful there. That's like the dream that I always want to live in a place like that. So that's the description of the Iceland, the place that I want to go. I hope I can go there when when I'm already older, when I have a great job and or great occupation. And I think that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching and listening me, and sorry if there's a lot of mispronunciation and a lot of grammar that I use, because I'm still learning, I'm still a student. And okay, that's all. Thank you.